Well, guys, it's Sunday morning and it's time for me to head out to the airport. So I'm just going to pack Landon up in his doll bag, and Auntie Evonne is having one last cuddle over there. And Jared was nice enough to weigh my suitcase, and can you believe it? I literally just, what was it, 2 pounds under the limit?
Yeah.
I was lucky. I just made it. Oh my gosh. So I'm happy about that. And so I just have to put stuff in Landon's bag and I should be good to go. Mm-hmm. And I had such a great week. And Landon's wearing his fox outfit from Next that he's kind of swimming in.
Mm-hmm. But it's so adorable.
It is cute. It's very cute. I hope I can shrink it a little bit.
You washed it, but you air dried it.
Yeah, because I am always nervous about shrinking, and I hadn't tried it on him first, so I will be washing it again and trying to shrink it a little, because usually in Next he takes 3 months, but in this make, I guess, it's a make that runs bigger, so I probably could have got up to 1 month.
Mm-hmm. God, I love this baby. I really want this sculpt, but I'm just so in love with Landon. You know, I've told Krystle over and over I want this baby, but can't have this baby. He's taken.
Yes,
he's a keeper. Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely a keeper for sure. Sure.
As I was saying,
he's a very special baby.
Yes, he is. He looks just like his mama. He does. Yeah, everybody. Gotta go home to Canada now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's cold. I should check. I wonder what the weather is there right now. That would be interesting to see. Let's see.
And as she's leaving, it's overcast outside. So it's going to rain tomorrow.
Let's see. Yeah. I know, he's got such a paddable butt.
Little bum.
Look at that butt.
Oh.
Okay, so back home. It is snowing.
Oh my gosh.
We're going home to snow, Landon.
Oh, no,
light flurries. No. 0 feels like -7.
You may need to wear one of those little beanie hats.
I think I should tell Alex to bring my winter coat to the airport.
Because you just have a hoodie.
Oh my goodness.
Hoodie,
yeah,
guys.
I only brought a hoodie because when I left, Toronto was actually not that cold for this time of the year. And that's really interesting because right now today in Toronto is the Santa Claus parade. So the snow is right on cue for the Santa Claus parade. But yeah, there it is right there. It is snowing. That is crazy. All right, guys. Well, I got to get him packed up because we have to get going. Mm-hmm. But thanks so much for watching, and I will be sure to check in later today and see how our day goes. Hopefully everything will be on time again with my flight, just like the last time, because it was perfect. So we'll check in later. Bye. 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 We have arrived at the airport. We're going to get ready to say our goodbyes. Here's Isabella. I was giving her some cuddles on the ride down. Yeah.
I don't want to say that. We're going to see you later.
Yes, see you later. So good to see you.
I'm going to miss you.
I know, I'm going to miss you too. I wish we lived closer. Oh man.
It's so hard.
But
you're getting your badge weight again.
Sure. We just double checked my bag and it's good?
It's good.
49.5. Wow, I just made it.
Huh.
How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Tired.
At the airport?
Hmm?
At the airport?
Yep. Security was interesting.
Why?
They had to take me aside, and they had to like take the doll out and swab it. And they're just like laughing. When the guy like opened the bag, he's like, "Oh my God, that looks so real," and like the guy was like afraid to touch it, like afraid to like pick it up, and he's like picking it up like a real baby. It was so funny. And then like they cleared me, but they're like, "Can you just like wait a sec?" Because they wanted to like call this other guy over to see it. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I wanna tell you I think about you more than you'll ever guess, and I feel I must confess I'm crazy about you, dedicated to.
I made it home. I couldn't film landing because it was too dark, and I didn't have a window seat, but there's our plane there. And I'm already feeling the cold. It is freezing, and there's snow. There was a little bit of flurries outside, but I now have to go through customs and then get my luggage and then find Alex. Okay, so I said it was snowing just a little bit. Look. You can see the snow. Oh my lord. That was the plane that I was on. But, yeah, I can't believe it's snowing. Like, really, really snowing. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I just almost had a heart attack. I thought my suitcase got lost because the sign was saying that the luggage was supposed to be at one carousel, but then when it wasn't coming out, I asked and it was at the carousel, the next one over, even though it never said anywhere that it was there. But it's here. I got my suitcase, so I'm gonna try and find Alex and get food. I found Alex. He's over here with my winter coat. Hey, baby. I've been holding him for a while, so he wants to go now. He's like it. Talk smarter than you, Mom. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Well, guys, I am home. It feels so good to be home, except for the snow. I wish I could send that back. It was really snowing a lot when we pulled up in the driveway, and it was cold. And like when I got off the plane and was walking through that, like, you know, the tunnel part to get out, I instantly could see like my breath. It was that cold. And I was like, man, I'm definitely back in Canada. But Alex was telling me that on Friday it was actually 18 Celsius, which I don't know what that translates to in Fahrenheit. Probably, I'm guessing, maybe 70s, somewhere around there. So that was surprising to see that Friday it was warm. And then today we have snow. And it's kind of funny because today in Toronto, it was the Santa Claus parade. And so I remember I was like kind of bummed that I was going to miss the Santa Claus parade because I went last year with my mom and I really liked it. And I know there was a Reborn mommy that was wanting to see like if anyone wanted to go to the Santa Claus parade with their Reborns. And I would love to do that. But alas, it was today and I spent most of the day on the plane. But it turns out just as well because I probably wouldn't have wanted to go to the Santa Claus parade in this weather. It would just be way too cold. So that's all right. There's always next year. But when the Santa Claus parade happens, that is when everything really goes full force with Christmas. So all the radio stations should now be playing Christmas music. All the stores. It's going to be Christmas everywhere starting now. Like, it used to be that you wouldn't see anything Christmassy until the Santa Claus parade hit. But I feel like it's getting, like, right after Halloween is when it starts now. But, and, like, there was one radio station I came across after Halloween that was already playing Christmas music. But once the Santa Claus parade comes, all the radio stations pretty much switch to Christmas music. So it's here, guys. The Christmas season is here, and I just can't believe it. Like, I just opened my December Metro Pass for our transit, and I'm like, my gosh, December is the end of the year. Where has 2016 gone? Like, we only have a month left and it's going to be 2017. That just blows my mind. It literally feels like it was just last week that we rang in the new year for 2016. This year has just flown by, and you know, when I was a kid, days went on forever. I mean, time went so slow, and my grandmother, she always told me the older you get, the faster time goes. And I never understood that, but now I do. And it is the God's honest truth. The older you get, the faster time goes. Like, every year seems to go by faster and faster. It's really crazy. And this week just flew by. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I found like the first part of the week, like, Monday was a day that didn't feel like it flew by. We really had a good time on Monday at the outlet malls, and like that day I savored, and it seemed to go really slowly, which was great. And I think Tuesday too. But then once it was like Wednesday, I found the time was starting to go a lot quicker. And before you know it, I'm back home. And I miss the warm weather. I miss Evonne and her babies already. It was so nice to stay at her house. Her house is so beautiful. And it smells so good. And I love her style. I told her this. The style of decor in her house is so what I like. It's very country and very cozy and warm and inviting. And I love that. And, oh, I wish I had have taken pictures or video of how she decorated her kitchen, because she has like a ledge going around her kitchen, and she has all these beautiful like decorations up there, and I just love it. I loved everything. And she cooked some really good home cooked meals for us for dinner. Jared was such a good sport at driving us to different places, and I just send a big thank you to both of them for having me stay at their house and being such wonderful hosts. And I just had a really good time. And it's sad that it had, you know, the fun has to end, and that I don't know when I'll see Evonne again. But it also is really nice to be home, minus the cold weather. But it's nice to be home. I've got Riley hanging out here with me. I've been giving him some snuggles and pets. Alex went to bed as soon as we got home because he has work tomorrow. But I was tired on the plane, but I'm now like kind of awake. It's like I'm home and I just kind of want to spend time with Riley before I go to bed. And I thought I had lost my suitcase. Oh my gosh, it was scary. I went to the carousel that it said up there that my flight was supposed to be going, like my baggage from my flight was supposed to be going there. But there was hardly any luggage there, and there was no people. And I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and then I started to get worried, and I went and I asked someone at the desk, and they said that the baggage from that flight had already come through. And I was like, okay, my baggage isn't there. And so then they double checked, and they said it was at the next carousel over. And I was like, well, then why doesn't it list my flight on that carousel? So I went over. I was looking all around because she told me that they may have pulled it off of the conveyor belt and put it like on the floor. And I was looking and looking, and I wasn't seeing it. And I was getting panicked. And then finally, all of a sudden, there was my one lone suitcase coming around on the belt. And I was just like, so relieved. And then it was so great to see Alex. And we grabbed Tim Hortons in true Canadian style. Because I was starving. I got a bagel and cream cheese and a donut. And then I got a pop here that I'm just drinking. And I think I'm going to watch maybe one or two of my shows from this past week that Alex downloaded for me while I finish off my drink and give some love into Riley. And then I'll probably head off to bed. But it's been an awesome week. And I'm so happy to be home. And I guess tomorrow will be a day of laundry, vacuuming, because a certain someone clearly did not vacuum this weekend like they're supposed to. So I'll be vacuuming, doing laundry, editing. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to edit the video. I'm like dying to get on that. So yeah, I'll be doing laundry, doing vacuuming, unpacking, and editing. Thankfully, I don't have to go to work until Wednesday, so it's cool. But yeah, also my lips are very chapped, especially my top lip. All this week, my lips have been so dry, and I've been plastering them in Vaseline, and it's not helping, and it's really annoying. I don't know if it had to do with the dryness in Arizona or what, but I've never had my lips this bad. Yeah, and my hands are very dry because with me having a cold, I was constantly washing my hands because I wanted to make sure that no one else got sick. And so now my hands are like dry. And I forgot to pack hand cream in my purse. But the flight was delayed an hour. They had to fix a wheel on the plane. They actually had to replace a wheel before we took off. And so we sat on the tarmac for like an hour. And then there was turbulence taking off because it was starting to rain in Arizona. And then there was really bad turbulence landing in Toronto because of the snow and the wind. And it was probably one of the worst turbulences I've experienced. Like, as we were landing, the plane was like going like this. Whew, it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but once we touched down, I was like, okay, good. I'm safe. And yeah, so, oh, and I forgot to mention this. I don't know if I talked about it on video. I got pulled over at security this time. It's always different. It just depends what airport you go to or who you get, but they scanned my doll bag and I had to be pulled aside and they needed to take Landon out of the bag. And it was so funny because it was these two men and they were laughing, but they were also like in shock at how real Landon looked. And when they were going to take him out of the bag, the man almost looked afraid to handle Landon. Like, and he literally was really like gentle and slow. Like, he was actually like handling him as a real baby because he was like, oh my gosh, he looks so real. He feels so real. He's like, wow, this is like crazy. And so they're like, why do you have this? And I explained to them and I said, if you need to know what's inside, it's glass beads and polyfill. And they're like, okay. And so they just swabbed Landon, and then they swabbed my bag. And then they were like, you're clear. But they're like, if you don't mind waiting for a second, there's this other coworker of ours that we want to show the doll to. So they called him over and he came over to look at it. So it was quite an event. It was pretty funny. But yeah, they were good about it though. Like, it wasn't anything major, but then the guy's like, I'll let you wrap him back up. And it was just really funny. So that was that experience, and I don't think there was anything else eventful to tell you guys, but I just hope this cold goes away soon. It feels like it's on the brink of going away, but I did a lot of coughing again today, and I don't know. Anyway, that is that, and that pretty much concludes my week in Arizona. I'm home. I'm here with my baby. Yeah, my baby Riley. Say hi, everybody. Do you hear him purring? Oh, there's the purr. What are those purrs? I love your purrs. Yeah, such a good boy. Well, guys, I'm going to sign off on this video, and I'm going to just take it easy for the evening and get ready for bed. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed all the video from my trip, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Well, guys, I am pretty much packed up. I had to open my extender, and even at that, look at how packed this is. I will be able to close it, but I'm a little concerned about the weight. I don't want to go overweight because then you get charged. But I mean, I've traveled so many times, and